So, for those of you who don't know, that is the image of a woman named Kelsey McCarter. And she has given the United States yet another black eye when it comes to child sex abuse cases. This woman, who is 26, had sex with one of her husband's high school football players. That is right. She had sex with a 15-year-old kid who was in high school and was one of the students that her husband was the coach for. Now, it gets even more disgusting because during a point in time, this young man actually lived at her house with her and her husband because he was having behavioral problems, and his mother had sent him to live with his football coach to straighten himself out. Afterwards, it was noticed that she and the boy were way too close. So it means that she decided to abuse him while she was trying to take care of him. And this is something that doesn't get talked about very much in society because most of the messaging and most of the ideology about child sex abuse and child abuse in general is not discussed in a broad sense, but it is discussed on a conceptual basis that it is men that will be doing the abusing. And I'm not saying that women are the only ones doing the abusing. I'm saying that we need to discuss this more fully in a realistic fashion, because I'm seeing more and more reports like what went on with Kelsey McCarter here, where women are found to have been sexually taking advantage of or using their position of authority over young boys and taking advantage of them. And not only do they receive smaller prison sentences comparatively, but they also receive less attention in the media. Now, this one happened to hit dailymail.co.uk, and I've got a link to that article down below, as well as a link to the Knoxville Times, where the information was first reported. However, if you look at the images and look at the presentation of her case, she is shown as closer to a victim than a predator. And she realistically is a sexual predator, just like any man would be in this situation. And I think that this stuff needs to be exposed more fully when it realistically is what this was. Now, I'm not saying that these people should be exposed just for being accused. I'm saying once they are found guilty in a court of law, if they are found guilty, the information needs to be exposed and discussed. Because we need to start finding ways to deal with these kind of predators. And we need to come up with ways to help educate parents on how to spot this kind of behavior. Otherwise, this kind of stuff is going to continue to go on. I mean, her relationship with this high school student lasted almost a year based on the investigation. That is way too long for a child to be, for a teenager to be in a sexually abusive relationship. And I know people are going to be like, well, you know, he's a 16-year-old boy. He got lucky. She's a much older lady and he was having fun. Yeah, but you know what? She had power and authority over him. And that right there makes the act a form of compulsion, which is realistically rape. Not to mention, in the state of Tennessee, anyone over the age of 20 having sexual contact with anyone under the age of 18 is considered statutory rape. And so this realistically is a case of female-on-male rape. Well, I want to thank you all again for joining me. Please don't forget to upvote and follow if you like the content I'm producing, as well as subscribe to me on my other social media. Don't forget, you're welcome to leave comments down below. I do answer comments when I have time. Thank you all again, and have yourselves a great day.